Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're unpacking the official guidance on navigating vision impairment, and we're focusing entirely on one absolutely crucial goal: how to maintain and even reclaim your independence. Now, for many people, a diagnosis related to vision loss can feel, well, incredibly overwhelming. But as we'll discover today through some deeply structured and incredibly practical resources, it is absolutely not the end of the road. It's really just the beginning of a completely different way of doing things.
So let's just jump right in by asking a question that so many people face when standard prescriptions no longer do the trick. What happens when new glasses simply aren't enough? You go to the eye doctor, you get a brand new prescription, but the words on your medication bottle are still blurry, or you can barely make out the faces of your grandchildren. It's a deeply frustrating moment for sure, and it's exactly the point where a lot of people feel like they're just completely running out of options. But here's the most surprising takeaway from diving into this research. Instead of hitting a dead end, leading medical institutes have actually built a highly structured toolkit to help you adapt and thrive. We aren't talking about guesswork here. We're looking at a clear, actionable path that takes you from diagnosis straight to daily empowerment. Medical science and rehabilitation experts have built a really robust system that's specifically designed to catch you when standard corrective lenses cannot. All right, Section 1, Defining Vision Impairment, specifically looking at the medical thresholds. Now, to get the right help, we really need to use the exact definitions from resources like Medline Plus. Low vision is a very specific medical threshold. It basically means a level of vision loss that cannot be corrected by standard glasses, contact lenses, medication, or even surgery. The traditional quick fixes simply don't apply anymore. But hitting this threshold doesn't mean you're out of options. It just means you're shifting into an entirely new category of care. Think about it like this, because there's a stark contrast between routine aging and actual low vision. On one hand, normal aging might just mean grabbing some reading glasses from the pharmacy, super easily corrected, right? But on the other hand, low vision impairment is characterized by persistent visual gaps that absolutely require specialized devices and rehabilitation. Validating this difference is huge for patients. You aren't just getting older. You're dealing with a specific condition that requires specific, targeted strategies. Moving along to Section 2. What exactly is low vision, and how does it impact everyday life? We know the medical definition now, but how does this actually manifest in reality? Well, different types of loss require totally different game plans. For example, if you have central vision loss, you might really struggle to recognize a face directly across the dinner table. If it's peripheral loss, you might be able to read a book perfectly fine, but you find yourself constantly bumping into the coffee table. And night blindness? That might mean giving up evening driving altogether. Figuring out your specific visual behavior is the master key to unlocking the right rehabilitation plan. And to build a true action plan, we're pulling from exactly 3 major pillars of official guidance today. We've got Medline Plus for our definitions, the National Eye Institute for our rehabilitation roadmap, and the American Academy of Ophthalmology for practical, everyday assistive tools. Together, these 3 powerhouses form the absolute foundation of everything we're discussing. Which brings us nicely to Section 3, the rehabilitation journey, where we look at active solutions. This is where things get really proactive. We're transitioning from simply understanding the problem to actively solving it, leaning heavily on guidance from the National Eye Institute. Their approach is brilliant because it shifts the focus completely away from what is lost and instead emphasizes how to adapt your remaining vision for a seriously high quality of life. This whole journey is fundamentally about reclaiming your agency. It's not about trying to magically restore 20/20 vision. It's about maximizing exactly what you have right now so you can keep doing the things you absolutely love. Let's break this down into 3 manageable steps. Step 1 is your baseline, getting a comprehensive eye exam to understand exactly what your visual field looks like right now. Step 2 is the big pivot, getting a referral to a vision rehabilitation specialist. These folks are the true experts, trained to help you adapt. And step 3, that's where the magic literally happens, personalized therapy and training. You begin the actual hands-on work to redesign your world, whether that's learning new, safe ways to navigate your kitchen or finding completely new methods to manage your personal finances. I really want to pause and emphasize this quote derived right from the official guidance. Vision rehabilitation is the critical step to maintaining independence and a high quality of life. It is the critical step. It is not some optional add-on. It's the very core of the treatment plan for low vision. This philosophy reminds us exactly why this structured path matters so much. If you or someone you love is struggling, this is the intervention that completely turns the tide. Okay, Section 4, Low Vision Assistive Devices, or what I like to call the toolkit. This is where theory meets daily practice. The American Academy of Ophthalmology outlines some absolutely fantastic assistive devices, starting with optical options. We're talking about physical modifications here. Things like handheld magnifiers for deciphering a restaurant menu, stand magnifiers for reading books hands-free, reading prisms, and specialized telescopic glasses for seeing things at a distance, like a TV or a stage play. These are tools that can instantly bring the morning paper or a loved one's face right back into focus. They are practical, mechanical, and highly effective. It doesn't stop at standard lenses. We also have these incredible non-optical and electronic innovations. Think about high-contrast everyday items, like a solid black cutting board so that white onion you're chopping really stands out. Or audio and screen reading software that literally reads your emails out loud to you. Plus, there are video magnifiers and smart devices that let you digitally zoom in on anything. These innovations use contrast and audio to bypass visual gaps entirely, keeping you deeply connected to both the physical and the digital world.
You can really see the two-pronged strategy here. Optical lenses enhance your remaining vision physically, magnifying the world around you. Meanwhile, electronic assistance often bypasses those visual gaps altogether, utilizing audio, high contrast, and digital zooming. By combining physical lenses with these brilliant digital workarounds, you are building a robust, comprehensive safety net for your own independence. If one tool doesn't quite work for a specific task, you can bet the other one will.
And finally, Section 5, Reclaiming Your Independence and Charting the Path Forward. Bringing it all together, this explainer of the source material highlights a really inspiring truth. By combining the medical validation of your specific type of low vision, a highly structured rehabilitation program, and these targeted optical and electronic devices, you absolutely can restore your ability to navigate daily life safely and confidently. While the initial diagnosis can, without a doubt, feel completely overwhelming, the path forward is incredibly well supported. It is engineered from top to bottom for your success. So I'm going to leave you with one final thought to really spark your next steps. The resources are out there. The medical community has mapped out the path for us. With the right tools and training, how will you redesign your world? Remember, it's not about what you can't see anymore. It's about what you are going to achieve next. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I highly encourage you to go explore these rehabilitation resources to reclaim your routine and, most importantly, your independence.